Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is CV Karaza. I'm a software engineer at Amazon. I also do YouTube videos. I post tutorials on how to build mobile apps and also how to build web APIs. And also I do these kinds of videos where I just sit down and talk and just share my experiences as a software developer. Okay, so I'm based in South Africa, Cape Town. So I'm a South African software developer. Yeah, I've been programming for over 5 years. But you know, as software developers, we just don't work. We're not limited to working in a professional environment, right? So I started as a freelancer before I worked professionally, and then I then got a full-time job. Then I just worked my way up in the corporate environment. All right, so I've been a software engineer at Amazon for over 3 months now, and I want to share my experience here. All right, cool. First of all, I want to say this: getting an interview um, with Amazon is not that difficult, okay? But passing the interview and getting the job, that's I don't want to say it's extremely difficult, all right? Because you don't just do one interview. You get interviewed by a bunch of engineers, a lot of smart engineers, and a lot of smart um, managers. Now at Amazon, the managers have a technical background. Most of them were software engineers before they became managers. So if you have an interview with a manager, it's not just going to be like a behavioral interview. It might be technical as well, and you want to make sure that you know what you're talking about, because these guys are technical. They're very technical. Okay, so in my opinion, the Amazon interview process it's just technical. All right, and then there's leadership principles that you need to know. Yeah, right, because those are really important. Um, you can be a great software engineer, but if you don't possess those leadership principles that they're looking for, you're not gonna get in. All right. So yeah, so I got in, and I was very excited because Amazon has been that one company that I've always wanted to work for since way back, since I was in university. And so it was like a dream come true to me. It was unbelievable. A whole me getting into Amazon, into Fang. That was like a dream come true for me. So yeah, got in. Little did I know, Woodsy, hey, this is fire. This is fire. So being a software engineer at Amazon, not only is it hard to get in, it's hard when you're inside, okay? But it does get better with time. As you learn, you improve, and you you get better. Okay, so what has happened in the last 3 months? So first month was just onboarding, just learning the tools, watching a bunch of videos, watching Jeff Bezos talking. It was fun, man. It was really fun. I don't want to lie. It was really fun onboarding. I think 3 weeks, after 3 weeks when I joined, I was introduced to my team, the team that I'm gonna be working with. So it's a team based in Seattle in the US, right? So it's very difficult sometimes because we have to attend stand up late in the evenings, okay? But yeah, I don't mind because I usually just work during the day, and then at 5 stop working. When it's 6 or 7, when it's 6, I then just join stand up and just update them what I've been working on. Yeah, so I got my first task. When I looked at the code base, Aibu, this is a language I've never seen before. Okay, I do know I've heard of the language before, but people were just like saying it's old, like on how social media is and YouTube, saying it's an old language, it's a fossil, this and that, and that's why I never really took the chance to learn the language when I was still in university and just teaching myself programming. So I was like given a task. I had to write code using this language that I've looked down upon for so many years. So it was hard at first. Okay, writing code is not the most difficult part uh, of being a software engineer at Amazon. It's the tools that they're using, man. Okay, so I can see the code base, but now how do I push my code? Because remember, they don't have they don't use tools that we're used to like GitHub, Bitbucket or GitLab, and also they've got their own they've got pipelines, they've got a thing that works like Docker that they created. So you need to learn that as well. And then you don't just create a branch, you create a branch and then you link it to a certain image that has a set of dependencies that this project needs to run. If you don't do that, your code will not run. I'm telling you, it was a whole process. So my task was to add some links, right? And at Amazon, you don't just write code, add a feature, and then push. You need to write you need to write your code and then write unit test, build the thing, run the unit test, make sure that everything is passing. And then when you push your code, you need to specify what kind of test you wrote. Did you do some manual testing? All of that, okay? So my unit tests were failing like hell, bruh. Failing like hell. I wasn't sure what was happening. I think it's because at that time I wasn't really familiar with the language that I was using. So I think that might have been the issue. But I ended up spending over 2 weeks. Can you imagine 2 weeks just to add links and then push the changes? First, it was the unit tests were failing. I didn't know how to create a PR, a pull request. It's a different process over there. I had to make sure that I don't want to use the exact name that they call it because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to like share this information. So I had to I had to make sure that the image that contains the set of dependencies is linked to my changes. Okay, I'm just gonna call it image. Okay, it's like a Docker image. I thought I was gonna like get fired, man. Like I thought they were. So I was dealing with a lot of imposter syndrome back then. Because to me, the task looked very simple. It was just basic. Add links to go to this page, to this other service that Amazon built. But hey, bruh. Okay, I ended up doing that. Of course, I got some help from one of the engineers that was owning the project that I was. So at Amazon, every ownership is very important. So we've got different services, and you've got teams that own the services. By owning means that they're maintaining it, they're making sure that everything is up and working, and if there are any issues with that service, then other teams contact that team that owns that service, and yeah, that's basically it. So you own the service. So this guy was owning the project, and he helped me with just basically gave me guidance, and I had to figure out shit on my own, bruh. But yeah, his guidance really helped me. Shout out to you if you're watching the video. Okay, so yeah, after that, I was able to like write more code, add more features, because now I knew how to write code, and then push it out for other engineers to review. I'm getting the hang of things. I'm learning the tools. Yeah, so I am now at a stage where I am starting to get comfortable. I wouldn't say I'm comfortable yet, but at least now I am able to, if there's a feature request, I'm able to add that feature. If something needs to be fixed, I am able to fix it. But there's this thing called on-call. You don't want to be on call, bruh, especially if you're new. It's hell. So on call is when there's an issue with your service. Maybe a customer is trying to do something in your service and they run into a problem. You get this annoying notification. Okay, first they cut a ticket. Cutting a ticket is like reporting an incident, right? And then that will create like a ticket. And then when that happens, you get an annoying like SOS alert on your mobile phone. It's like the world is ending. The world is ending. It's really loud. It can wake you up in a deep sleep. That alarm. I swear it will wake someone in a coma. You get that, and then you have to check in, and then you have to work on that, whatever needs to be worked on. And you get tickets like you need to update this SSL certificate, you need to do this and that. And as a new engineer, new to this project, it can be really difficult, man. It can be really difficult, confusing. So being on call is not nice, especially if you're on call and something happens that takes the service down. Yo, and you are not able to mitigate the issue. Okay, let me not get into that again. But yeah, 3 months in, I am still learning. I'm enjoying it. I think I've never been this challenged in my life as a software engineer. Working at Amazon is really, really challenging. And I think that's why they pay the employees so much money, because working over there is not easy. First of all, it's hard to get in, it's hard to stay in. Yeah, so yeah, that's it, guys. So how do I deal with imposter syndrome? So you just need to tell yourself that the guys that you see working like smoothly, just flowing and cruising, when they came in, they were just like you as well. They didn't know shit, right? They had to learn and to get where they are. So that's what I always tell myself. I need to learn to be like them, okay? Maybe it might for me to like really grasp, to get the hang of things, it might take longer than them. But at the end of the day, I will learn this, and I will be able to perform efficiently as an engineer. So that's how I deal with imposter syndrome. No one is born with 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 um, knowledge of whatever you're working on. and when they come in, they they've got no clue of what the service is about, how everything is connected. They also had to learn. Okay, so you need to do that as well. You need to learn. All right, so this has been a really long video. Um, if you haven't, please check out my previous video where I build a user interface for an expense app. So I saw this cool UI design on Instagram and I thought, this looks really nice. Let me try to bring it to life, because that's what we do as software engineers. We bring stuff to life. We create. We're basically artists. Okay, so I'm an artist. Right, so I'm gonna end this video right here before it gets before I say more cringy stuff. But don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.